Hey, it's the Bro Cam here, and I've got some sad news. I'm going to be returning this laser. I went back and forth over the course of about 7 days talking with support, and they've come to the conclusion that yes, there is an issue, which I could have told them that. But after a lot of troubleshooting, they've said that they were going to replace a cable. And I don't believe the issue is definitively the cable. The issue could also be like the actual like laser element itself. So basically the laser's not firing right now. We've done a lot of troubleshooting. It is currently the 24th. The last day to return this laser is the 31st. So I've got 7 days. And the way the communication with this company is going is basically me saying like, hey, I've got trouble. And then 24 hours later, they're saying, okay, try these steps. And I send them back within an hour. I say, okay, here's a video of me literally testing this. And then 24 hours later, they say, okay, now try this. And then me replying immediately. And they're saying, 24 hours later saying, okay, now try this. So it's just a constant back and forth, and it's how it's taken 7 days to test this, because each time I've done a troubleshooting step, it's taken me 2-3 minutes to check it, and it's frustrating because I really enjoyed this. I mean, I made a really cool, like this is a scrap piece of leather I had that I put my little logo on. Oh, where's the camera? There it is. I did a quick little pass on a scrap piece of leather, and then like that looks pretty good, and it's not like a ton of lines. It was like maybe 2.5-3 minutes. I was impressed. I was psyched. I'm gonna engrave a ton of stuff. It's gonna be so cool. So, yep, I think to protect my investment, which is a Christmas gift. This was given to me for Christmas. And it was exactly what I asked for. It was the exact link I sent. I said, this is exactly what I want. And unfortunately, it's just not living up to the standards. So I will name it now. Because I don't think I named it before. I'm just going to say not buyer beware, but just like it's kind of I would not recommend it. Maybe it was a fluke that mine broke after a third of an hour. 0.3 hours is what is on the laser lifespan check thing in Laser Gerbil. Let me flip on over here and I'll show you the thing. So this was the the 2Trees TTS55 Pro laser engraver. So first bit of red flaggery would be that this says 40 watts. Now I knew when I bought this that it wasn't 40 watts. That 40 watts is for the plug that goes into the wall to run all of these servos, all of these motors, all of this main board, these fans. That's what the 40 watt powers. I knew when I bought this that this was only a 5.5 watt laser, and I wasn't looking for anything crazy powerful. So that is neither here nor there. The second thing that is kind of a red flag for me, and why I say not buyer beware, because it worked, and it worked really cool for a third of an hour. But what I say is kind of maybe dip your toe in with something else. So the other thing is that if you notice, I'm on Amazon. You can buy this in Prime today. Look at the pictures that they're showing here. They're showing crafts. They're showing like, look, we're doing fun laser things with the kids. Look at this mom. This mom put this laser together with hardly any of her free time, because she was busy making this cape for her son. And now she spent a week troubleshooting with support, and I'll get into the troubleshooting really quick. I just kind of want to touch on it. Is that what it looks like inside? That's really cool. Anyways, so this was really cool. I really enjoyed it for a third of an hour. I'm a little sad, but I think that is where I need your guys' help. I want a laser. I've decided that I want a laser, and I will save up and spend some more money on it. It doesn't have to be powerful. What I want for it to be is to be a little more reliable and a little less finicky. This really reminisced to me the early days of 3D printing. I was in 3D printing way back when it was, kind of in its infancy, and it was just becoming more mainstream. And I think my first 3D printer that I owned was it was like a Monoprice one. It was a cheap one, but it was like, hey, this is a good entry point. And it was just always so finicky, and yes. So that's what this reminded me of. The other red flag that I'm going to mention is that when I was talking with support and they're having me troubleshoot, again, you bought this on Amazon. They had me pull out a multimeter to test this. Now I know DC electronics fairly well. I could fumble my way through a circuit diagram and figure out what things are and what they're doing. And I probably can't do it quick, but I can do it. You're telling me this mom right here, you're telling me that she's going to email you saying, hey, I was making a little pumpkin with my kids and the laser just stopped working. You're telling me she's going to whip out a multimeter when you guys say okay, probe these points. Check this cable right here. So stick your points in there, see if it does a thing. You're telling me she's going to do that and have success with it? I think that's horrible customer service. I really do. I understand the need to troubleshoot. I understand you can't just be willy-nilly sending people parts. I don't think the right answer is having people whip out a multimeter and then further on disassembling parts that you never had to assemble. So they had me disassemble this main board here so that I could measure cables inside. I don't think that's good. So yeah, unfortunately I got to return this because it's 7 days away. And my line of thinking is that I got to a point where they said okay, we're going to send you a new cable, and I don't think it's a cable, or I'm not 100% confident it's a cable. Let's put it that way. It could be the cable. It could be something else, but I'm not going to know for another 6 or 7 days. To say I reply to them right now with my order info and they send me out a new part, it's going to ship out in 2 days? Okay, that's the 26th. It's going to take another 2 days at best to get to me? Okay, that's the 28th. Now I've got 3 days to hopefully receive it, install it, and test it. And if it doesn't work when I go to test it, then I got to email support again. And you know what? It's going to take them a whole 24 hours to get back to me. So I can't be confident in keeping this, unfortunately. Another thing I would like to point out is the software. One of the troubleshooting steps was update your firmware. I'm like, okay, I can do that. The software they recommend was really sketchy. So real quick, let's go. I'm not going to go through these emails because I tried to do a take where I did that and it took way too long. So here's the link. So this is their wiki on how to do things. This tells you how to upgrade their firmware. First, kind of, well, not first. Okay, so first is where's the software? There's a video link. There's firmware data. Where is it? Okay, you have to go down here to laser software. Then you have to go to this, which is just an open link to a random Google Drive with an exe in it. So they named the software MKS Laser Tool, and there is a GitHub with that, but it doesn't match. Like I actually tried to run that one, and that was even more sketchy than this one. So I was like, okay, well, we're going to do this in a VM. So I did it in a virtual machine. So in case there was any computer aids, I was able just to nuke it and reset it. So that clearly didn't fix it. So I think it was, they had me print something that didn't work. So then it was at, yeah, it was at this point. They say, hey, so if you, okay, I sent them a video of me testing it, and it showed the laser not turning on, like the like not actually firing. It was moving around, but it wasn't actually turning the light on. So they say, hey, click to turn the laser on. It's like, I just showed you that it's not working, guys. I just showed you that. But anyways, I digress. So now they say you can use a multimeter to test the harness, and it's like, okay. I mean, like, again, let's call her Betty. Betty's not going to do that. Betty's not going to whip out a multimeter to check to see if the voltages are right on her cable, but okay. So that's the picture they sent me. I sent them back a video of the behavior. They had, again, we troubleshot back and forth. Basically, I don't want to go through the whole email because there's a lot of emails. There's so many emails that I had to go through. Basically so this is, they sent a screen from my video. Basically they think, so real quick, power comes into here, this cable here that they have circled. This is a 12 volt and a 5 volt rail. It plugs into this plug here when this is the laser. And this is, there's some lights, some LEDs that turn on here. And then there's this cable, and this is what actually powers the laser. So it goes down into here, into the laser. So they noticed that when I was doing my test that this laser light wasn't turning on. So they say, okay, unplug this and see if this light turns on. It does turn on. They say, check it to see if these are shorted. They are shorted. Then they had me check this cable and disassemble the motherboard or the main board to check to see if this cable was passing all the way through to the other side. I'm like, we've already checked that this cable is an issue. Why are we checking over here now? But okay, whatever. At that point, I was saying like, okay, we're going to do this for science and see how far I can go. So that's when they came back to me after I tested the main board and sent them video evidence of that. That's when they had said like, okay, we can basically confirm that it's this cable. And like, again, I'm not confident it's this cable. It could be the actual laser itself is shorted in some way, but I'm not confident in that. So, I would pass on this one. Hard pass. But I need your guys' help. What lasers should I look at? I am open to saving. I'm open to building some of it myself. Like if like this, I mean, I had to assemble this. This is just some what do they call this? Channel frame or T-frame or something like that, where you screw it together. I had to assemble all this. I'm not opposed to that. I just want it to be a little more reliable than 0.3 hours. So what ones do you guys recommend? I would love to hear it. Please put it in the comments. Yeah. really bummed that my laser's not working. So anyways, that is all the time I have for today. I have to try to disassemble this and fit it back in the box it came in somehow. So that is the Brocam saying 73.